Anybody else?
Hey,
No,
Brandon.
they don't. They're
Yes.
fruit flies.
Dicks.
Dicks. All right.
There's two.
That's how we
Also,
start off.
I'll be right back again. I fucked up the ratios on my mix, so it basically just tastes like vodka, and I added nothing to it. So I'll be right back.
Good job.
Be a man and drink it, JD.
When making a drink, oh man, just vodka.
Fair enough.
The drink you made, Ben, was sour. I couldn't handle it.
I mean, Ben is sour though as a person. You should have
You
expected
can't. To be fair, though, Taylor, you can't handle a lot of things.
This is true, actually. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get started. We're actually live.
Has
Dicks.
been for like a minute or two now.
Yeah. Hello everybody. Welcome to the
Dicks.
Ilderon Tales. This is Group Dicks.
You know, I should probably log on to Roll20. Might
Yeah.
help.
This
Might be
is Group
helpful.
1, Blades of Honor, episode 14.
Blades of dicks.
Wait, have we really played 14 episodes?
Huh?
Have we really played
Yeah.
14 episodes?
Yes. Actually, this is a lie. I think you guys are actually at 16. I think I mislabeled one episode as Blades of Valor, and then the other episode we recorded on XSplit when we had an issue with Roll our Google Hangouts. I don't think got added to the playlist. So,
Are we? Why are we still called the Blades of Honor?
There is no honor about anything that we do.
Sure there
mostly because the way Google our YouTube playlists work, when I type in a specific name, it adds videos automatically to a playlist whenever they're uploaded to my channel. So this is the easiest way of sorting out all the group's videos. We started with this name and we're finishing with it. There are actually reasons for the name originally. It was supposed to be a pun, but now it just has a singular meaning because you guys are not honorful at all, and only half of you guys use blades.
Honorful.
Hey, it's a word.
Oh, hey, look, we're already facing the map.
We're already defacing the
Do you expect any different?
Yeah. Anyways, we got Ben playing Stormier tonight, Jeff playing Lantier, JD playing Malik. Oh man, I forgot everybody sees my screen. I've been locked onto JD's face for like the past half hour. So that's been beautiful. Anyways, we got JD playing Malik, Justin playing Woody, Taylor
What?
playing Lumagrax, and Wesley playing Dirge.
Brandon, I live for every week for you to say I'm playing with my Woody.
You are. Yeah, so last week we left off at Woody and Stormier's gay marriage about to happen in the brothel.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. I hate all of you.
No, I'm kidding. So yeah, last week was a session. We kind of went through everybody's individual story and kind of got a very deep character focus on what everybody's purpose is kind of in the city, why they're venturing, except Lumagrax, who got attacked and just kept on walking. It was like, I got no family, I got no friends. People just tried to kidnap me. I don't even care.
I won that scrimmage.
You did. You almost
Did
killed
you?
one of them.
Did you?
I did. They ran away.
You dealt 16 damage to a guy who had 32 HP. So it was just like, I'm not going to die for this.
I'm level 5 now. I got how many attacks? 2?
Yeah, extra attack is just 2. However, as I think the only pure fighter in the group, you will get up to 4.
Hell yeah.
Believe in yourself. Anyways.
Wait.
go ahead.
Wait. Hold on. Consider the following. Okay, Taylor. So I picked up a spell called Hold Person, and I have heightened spells, so I can spend a bunch of resources on my character to make the target of it have disadvantage on the saving throw. Then, if they do, they're paralyzed. The thing about paralyzed creatures is that melee attacks on a paralyzed creature are automatically a critical hit.
Oh,
That's strong.
So consider the following. Lumagrax gets melee with a thing, then action surges. Because of your great weapon style, This means that you get to re-roll your 1s and 2s, and across 4 attacks with your action surge, that's 16d6 damage.
Oh.
Brandon, you remember when I said when I hit level 5, you can kiss your game balance goodbye?
Oh yeah, I know. We will see how that goes.
I haven't quite hit 5 yet.
Goodbye,
though.
game
Right
balance.
there.
We didn't know you at all because Brandon doesn't know how to count combat.
Hey, you guys have had pretty challenging combat so far.
Yes, combats
and
that we
also-
can't win.
Also, don't neglect my ability to ignore the deadly encounter number listed in the DMG. Most of the time I do go by it, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Let's sprinkle on a few extra tree fitty guards here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were like, that deadly threshold doesn't seem to be high enough. Let me double it.
Well, also too, you guys are running with 6 players, and there was something I've been neglecting for every previous campaign I did that I didn't read until literally halfway through so far. This campaign is they actually say when you have more than 5 players, there's a multiplier that you're supposed to times it by to come up with your encounters. Party size. The preceding guidelines assume you have a party consisting of 3 to 5 adventurers. If a party contains fewer than 3 adventurers, apply the next highest multiplier to the encounter multiplier table. For example, apply blah, 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 and a multiplier of 5 for groups of 15 or more. If a party contains 6 or more characters, use the next lowest multiplier on the table. Use a multiplier of 0.5 for a single monster. So because you guys are at 6, you guys have more action economy.
Yes,
So
I'm familiar with action economy.
Yeah, fights should be a little bit more difficult for you guys. So you guys are fighting slightly above deadly. Or actually, I guess it would technically be your deadly.
Okay, so hear me out here. That fight before we joined up with Terror Cry and whatever her name is, Elena,
was not on the table at all. That was not the fight you guys were supposed to get. Teldrin was at a hard encounter for you guys.
Teldrin? The guy that we killed in 2 rounds?
Hey, that fight was more like 3 rounds.
I bit a child. I mauled a small child during that fight.
That guy bit it hard because monks don't make good boss enemies.
Yeah, he did all right. Anyways, though, recapping super quick last week, since we spent a bit of time talking, everybody had their individual stories. Lantier met up with some of his mom's co-workers. Stormier found some food and some pretty valuable information as to your guys' goals in the city. Grax almost got kidnapped and also met up with an alchemist who was interested in his
dick.
yeah, his fire spawnness.
Grax, you're kidnapped.
Malik Malik was looking for Stormier and headed towards the Chantry. That's where we're going to be picking up tonight. Dirge went to the brothel and met a councilman who Dirge offered to kill somebody for the councilman, and the councilman said, "Sure, why don't you go kill the president?" Basically.
All right.
And Woody sent out 2 adventurers on a quest for Stormier. I actually might roll those people into NPCs if you guys continue to interact with them. But he convinced them. He convinced a nearby woman who was bored that he and Stormier were in a sexual relationship. And taking interest in their romance story, she set out to find Stormier. Upon leading him back to Stormier, the rest of the party met up at the brothel, and Stormier seemed pretty unhappy. Woody and Stormir haven't met yet, or haven't met since this, but Lantier, Stormir, and the woman have been talking about this romantic situation the entire walk to the brothel. Do you guys want to pick up there or at the Chantry?
Roll.
All right, I will roll for it. Evens, Chantry, odds, evens. All right. So, yeah, I had Mallet going down to the Chantry of Fire. So the way the religion works in this city and in this nation particularly is the Chantries are kind of like the Vaticans of their individual branches of the religion. And there are lesser temples scattered throughout the world in cities, especially the capital. So each little district would have a temple manned by either a sage or maybe a larger one by an ocular. And there would be the larger chantry towards the palace district, which would be the main base for the religion. Would you head to the main chantry, or would you head to the nearest temple?
Nearest temple.
Okay. And you are over in Maiden's Watch. The nearest temple is on the south side of the city, which is... Oh man, JD, you missed it. I didn't get to show you what I did this week. I'll show you after the sessions. I retired my clipboard and I organized all of the notes I've been taking into beautiful little file folders.
Nice.
So look at this.
Man, you're getting organized.
I know, right? Everything was just in a stack. Yeah, so Maiden's Watch, that area is going to be in Somia and the Outer Sphere on the south side of the city.
Wow. The microphone really picks up the chip crunching.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It's unhealthy for you to eat marble.
Asking about and finding your way to the nearest Sage's Temple, you find yourself in a poor district of Ardor. In front of you is a library with no door on the building, where you'd expect most of these things to be like some type of large spiraling tower. This is actually a plump, squarish tower with a small house attached to it for the library part of the building.
Okay. Are there guards at the entrance?
No, there is not.
Okay. I wander in.
Okay. Inside, there are shelves of tattered books. And in the back of the rows of these tattered books, sitting in the center of the room, there is a chair and a man sitting in it reading. He looks up at you as you come in, and he nods and continues to read.
I nod at him, and then I walk over to him.
Okay. He has tattoos running along the side of his face, which you notice instantly.
I should hope so.
Yeah. What are those? Yeah. He puts down his book and says, "Are you in need of assistance?"
What is this place?
He informs you this is a library maintained by the Chantry of Fire. Adventurers seeking to...
What the Chantry of Fire is. Can you explain that for me?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is actually the Chantry of Discipline. He says the Chantry of Discipline. We are in service to our goddess. So yes, the Undying Flame,
Who?
the fourth ascendant of fire.
Who?
He pinches his eyes and says, "She is a god. She walks the earth. She travels Galkin, slaying the undead.
Okay. I'm gonna back up here for a second and apologize. See, I'm not from this continent. I'm from... Oh, fuck, where was
Somewhere
it
else.
called?
Galkin.
Galkin.
That other place.
I'm
The
from,
place where she wanders.
Yeah, I'm from Galkin. I'm not really familiar with this whole Soyesa thing. You said she wanders Galkin? Never seen her.
He shakes his head and says, "That's not uncommon. It's a large continent."
Okay, and see, as I understand it, most religions, they're gods. They don't walk the earth. Can you explain that one to me?
He nods and says, "The beauty of the Four Ascended is the power that they wield comes from their individual glory. Anyone can rise to be one."
Okay, and how do they do that? Like, is there an election or something?
He folds his book close and says, "That's very interesting. The ways aren't quite known how it happens. Some think it be divine providence. Others think that it's random coincidence. However, the fact still stands that there are 4 of them, and all 4 of them were great heroes."
Okay, so they're more like heroes than gods.
He says they were heroes.
Okay.
Okay.
If you
Cool.
if
Word
you
on
see
the
them and
street
you
is-
can test their divinity, feel free to tell me they're not gods.
Well, I'm just
They're
saying,
not gods.
if they wander around on the planet, they can probably be killed. I mean, do they bleed?
Narinia, or the man nods at you and says, "Only once in history."
Ah, I get it.
And you said Soyesa, right? Sounds like a feminine name, yeah?
He nods.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah,
And,
sure. They bleed, yeah. Can confirm, they definitely do that. Although that has a lot less to do with a god than you would think. Anyway, I appear to be
He
a little bit
stops you and
lost.
says, "I think she's far past the years that occurs."
Well, I mean, look, it's rude to ask a woman how old she is. Look, okay, so I think I may be a little bit lost here. They said you've got one of these standing around, these ascended, you said? Yeah.
He shakes his head and says, "Not standing around, attending to her duties."
Right, her duties, yes. Point me in that direction, and I'll get out of your hair.
He points you towards towards the bay, which isn't a very hard direction to find from here, and says, "Giant teardrop in the bay, impossible to miss it. It's her temple."
Okey dokey. Next question. You said she's Soyesa of the Fire. Why would you erect a library in her place of worship? Seems counterintuitive, you know? I mean, fire burns books. It's notorious for doing that.
He says it's important part of all of the paths of the Four Ascended. You share your travels, you share your adventures with others.
Okay.
That's how we truly achieve glory.
So all these books are just stuff that she's done.
He tilts his head and says, "No, some of these are of studies of archaeologists. Some of these are studies are journals of great fighters. Some are of depictions done by great artists."
Okay. So hear me out here. Wouldn't these do better in like some sort of keeping place? Like they had actual libraries that weren't places of worship over in oh, where was it that I went to college?
He's going to say apparently you didn't do so well there.
Oh no, I dropped out. Or like maybe a museum or something like that. Oh, anyway, the point is, just seems like a weird place to keep a lot of books. A place of worship, and I've seen a lot better ones than this, by the way. But you know, I'm just saying, like, if personally, if I were a god and I came back and this was my place of worship, I'd be kind of disappointed, man. Like, why isn't it more grandeur?
He's going to angrily, or kind of like with a very annoyed look on his face, just grind his teeth and say, "Is there anything you need assistance with? Otherwise, you can stop criticizing this library and leave,
Okay,
or
so
take
is
a
it
book
a library
and
or
read,
is it a church?
but just leave me alone."
Is it a library or is it a church?
It is not a church.
Okay, so it's a library.
Yes.
Okay, why did they tell me this was the place of worship?
Because that is how you worship in this religion.
You read?
Sure. Okay. So, what's the deal with these books? Can we take them? Like, can we borrow them to read them? I mean.
He says, "Sure, but I would like your name in case you don't return it."
Sure. You may call me.
Grax.
Call me Lane-Tier.
Roll me a deception check.
Sure thing.
You what, mate?
Oh man, I got roll 20 on the other
That's one of my
screen.
good ones. 13, Brandon.
13. I mean, he is clearly gonna raise an eyebrow to that and say, "Lantier, where will you be staying while you're in town?"
Over by the docks.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
He nods and gestures to the books in the room, all of which Malik can easily look at the condition and just say, "Are they even trying?"
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wander over to one of the bookshelves and wait until he's not looking.
You can give me a perception check. You kind of want to notice that.
11.
Yeah, from Malik looking over his shoulder, he seems to be reading.
Okay.
He's back engaged in his book.
I take off my backpack and I begin.
Just shoveling them in there.
Like, I grab like 5 random books from one spot and put them into my backpack. I then wander over to another part of the library and say, "Oh, if you have trouble finding me by the name that I gave you, you can also locate me by one of my traveling companions, Peely."
Roll me another deception check.
Okay. 22.
22? Okay. He nods and just gestures, "Be off. Return those when you finish."
Oh, I wasn't done. Peely needed a bunch of them for his research. He said it was very important. He needed to figure out if they had some sort of connection to if he could figure out some sort of connection to the bridge. I think he said. I may be misremembering that.
he looks up at you and says, whatever the cause may be, know that these aren't scholarly sources, and stealing from a place of worship is a sin upon your own soul.
Oh, of course. Right. Yes. Yes.
Go to
Absolutely.
hell.
I just need a few more. He gave me very specific titles.
He raises an eyebrow and says, "And those are?"
Oh, I can find them. I don't need assistance.
Great,
With
wonderful
that,
conversation we're having.
I'm going to linger for a little bit longer, and then giving about 30 seconds between each one, randomly take 5 more books.
Upon reaching for, what is this, your 8th book? Because you took 5 and then you took 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I want to take 5 more, but if he's stopping me at
8. Reaching for your 8th book, he stands up and says, "Now this is just excessive."
I look over at him and I'm like, well, I guess these 7 will do for now, but don't be surprised if you get angry word from Professor Peely. His wrath is legendary.
Is it now? He says, "And so is mine."
I sigh and put the 8th book back, settling for the 7, and then I leave.
The AIDS book?
Alrighty. Yeah, you got 7 books in your pouch.
Okay.
You
how much
notice-
can I immediately hawk them for?
Where is Malik heading?
I'm actually going to be heading for Umiya's temple.
Okay. Well, let me look at Malik's passive perception real quick.
It is 12.
All right, yeah, Malik would easily notice. As he leaves, the man rises from his chair, walking out of the doorless building, stands at the stairs and watches the direction Malik goes, then turns around and walks back inside.
Okay.
Your mom walked back inside.
Cool. He's never going to see these books again.
Yeah, you'd be surprised about that.
Well, I mean, statistically, if I throw them into the bay, it's pretty hard to recover those. But all right, so I'm gonna head to the chain tree of, I think, Unity is Umiya's thing.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And while you're considering about how best to put it up my butt there, I've got to go let the dog in.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to jump to the other party. Just
Well,
because.
well who let the dogs out?
Probably JD too.
Yeah. Not for just a couple minutes, Taylor.
The rest of the party reconvenes at the Lucky Lass.
Wait,
Is it still
I was-
evening?
I was chilling with Dirge, yeah.
Yes, you guys were waiting for the rest of the party as you had sent 2 adventurers out to find Stormir.
Right.
How lucky do I get at the Lucky Lass?
I think you get there probably after as the rest of the party gets there. So you probably wouldn't have had any time to get lucky yet.
So
Well,
not
good.
that lucky.
That brings us to. I was going to say when everybody got there, he's like, I just had a big score. We got a job, and I got some money. So.
Is Dirge saying this as the party's reconnecting, all talking together? Is this the first thing he says?
Yeah, well, just sort of when he has a, when he can get an edge in to get everybody's attention.
Yeah, the woman accompanying Lantier and Stormir would interrupt Dirge and say,
You what?
she'd look at Woody and then look at Dirge as Dirge is talking, then look at Stormir and says, "You have a type."
What are you talking about?
She looks at Stormir, turns her shoulder, standing in front of him, and says, "I found him for you," and puts her hand up blocking her gesture from Stormir.
Thank
You
you.
what?
Don't I owe you some money?
She snaps and says, "Oh yeah, you do," and holds out
Okay.
her hand.
How much did I say I was going to give her? Wasn't it like 10 gold or something?
I think it was 40 minus 10 for every additional hour it took her.
How long has it been now?
It took her about an hour and a half.
Okay, so I'm going to round up here, and you're going to get 20 gold.
All right.
Where's let me pull my character.
She's
sheet up.
rich.
She's rich. I've got 261. So
Well, I mean, you just have to factor in that commoners make about a gold a day, and food, costs between 5 silver and 1 gold. So.
oh yeah,
Takes,
here,
takes 10
I will
gold back.
I would gladly give her 20 gold.
A commoner makes maybe a silver a day, if that.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, this is Brandon's game for you to dictate his economy. Shut the fuck up, JD.
Well, no, I was looking at the hireling thing. I could be wrong though. JD might be right because there's a table for it in the DMG.
Yeah.
Brandon, you're the DM. They just
Mhm.
you keep
There's a
DMing.
skilled laborer, and then there's a untrained hireling.
Yeah.
I think
Hey,
the
she was
untrained-
skilled. She did good at her job.
Okay, well,
She was a
then
good
she's not
go-getter.
commoner. Then she's not a commoner, and she's a skilled laborer.
She was a skilled
Commoners have
go-getter.
essentially no skills.
They're just wondering what the heck she's
Just like
talking about.
Brandon.
So wait. Why are you making such lewd gestures at Stormir?
She's gonna look back at Stormir and look at you and say, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a hidden. I'm sorry. And she's just gonna bow and walk back behind Stormir and Lantier.
Wait, what's hidden?
I'll put my arm around her.
Of course you will.
You
What do you mean hidden? What's hidden?
She shakes her head. There are 2 barbarians in front of her. She's a little smarter than that.
So what job are we working on?
He's gonna look at the woman that is not part of the group, and he's like, something. Why is she here?
She's gonna tag along with us for a little while. I think she'll be useful to us. Is that okay with you, little girl? I don't even know your name. What is your name?
She says, I have other business to attend to in the city.
I've got more gold for you if you want to come.
I'm gonna roll her a wisdom save. At the mention of gold, her eyes light up, and then once again, noticing the relative amount of unsafety she has right now, she's gonna question and say, I just don't think that's for the best.
Why? These 2 guys right here, they'll treat you right, I promise.
You what?
I point at Stormir and Durge and like, they're big marshmallows. They're softies.
The fuck I am.
The fuck's a marshmallow?
Yeah, the fuck is a marshmallow? I'll look at Woody and say, the fuck is a marshmallow?
Oh, that's an elven term. Don't worry about it.
He's gonna walk up. He's gonna step up to Woody. He's like, "Who's soft now?"
I'm gonna touch him on the arm and be like, "See, your skin's real soft. You must moisturize it."
Christ.
What's moisturizer?
The water is very clean where you come from. I take it.
And at that comment, the woman would just point and whisper and say, "And if they treat you like this, I'm not even their friend." Imagine how they treat me.
Can I? Oh no, I won't do that.
I mean, you can do anything.
No.
No.
Too cohesive.
All right, so what are we working on? What job? The woman can tag along if she wants to. What is your name? You didn't tell me your name.
Let's see. Let's open the big folder of NPCs. She tells you her name is Nath.
Naith or Nayth?
The amount of time that you save with organizing is inversely proportional to the number of folders you create.
I know, right? I have 5.
Not like you specifically, but with me too. Like the more folders I have, the more time I spend being like, what fucking folder did I put that in?
He's just gonna say we have a target.
Like, we're gonna steal something. We're gonna kill somebody.
Look,
Hey, you want to tag along with us? We might be able to kill somebody.
You should.
he's like,
I'm gonna turn to her and say, most likely we will kill somebody.
he's gonna. You do realize that if I say who the target is and you're still here, I might have to kill you later, right?
And she's like, it's not like, and she looks at Lantier and says, can I leave?
Grip her tighter. Grip her tighter.
Is she a prostitute?
How I got how I got kidnapped into a cult.
You've been press gang now. He's gonna make things worse. He's gonna walk up to her and like, how good are you with a dagger?
She swallows a lump in her throat and says, fair.
What else does she swallow?
Not that.
Do fire spawn have come? Can fire spawn come?
They can breed.
Oh, I was asking.
Wow.
Grex.
Yes.
I don't know if Lummygrax would say that because I don't know if Lummygrax would see it.
I'm not sure
Oh,
he
he's
would
not
know.
there.
Yeah. Well,
Am I not
Lummygrax is there.
Where am I?
Yeah, the whole party is reconvening outside the Lucky Lass.
Oh, so he is here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only one who's not there is Malik.
It's been a while since I've had the discussion of, can XYZ species experience orgasms?
Welcome to D&D with Justin. We will be functioning entirely off of my vast sexual wisdom. I refuse to pull out the erotic book of fantasy for you, Justin.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway,
They don't have a constitution yet.
so
Yes,
Leif,
but you have to grip his cloaca just right.
Leif, are you gonna stay with us or not? Because I will pay you, and I have unlimited food.
He's gonna make you eat his good berries.
Just little tip to a player. So you're trying to convince an NPC to do something. It would be advantageous to try that as a persuasion check.
I guess so. Yeah.
As of right now, she ain't so inclined to.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, let's persuade her. I'm gonna persuade her. Where's it at?
Okay.
There it is.
Looking back on this,
There's a 7.
I think there's like desire for her to stay would be entirely dependent on her appearance score.
Yeah. So as Woody's extending this offer with eager enthusiasm and earnesty, I imagine it goes a lot like the moment the first time Dirge met Woody and he's burning a pile of bodies and he's just like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" And just kind of like that lunatic smile.
Want to play?
Is this not what normal people do?
Massive funeral pyre.
She seems a little scared. Woody notices as he makes his offer.
Well, if you're not gonna come with us, Then at least tell me how I can find you in case I need your assistance again. Please.
She says I'm in town for the holidays. I'll be at the festivals and the local gatherings.
Wait, what holiday is it? Can I do a history check? Do I know?
like
You can
Christmas.
do a history check.
There's a history check.
Oh, 19. You know, it is the Wake of Earth coming up this week on the 35th. It is the historic day that the third ascended to godhood.
That sounds important.
So I've ascended.
There are 4 of them.
That sounds important. I remember this. So, okay. I will find you if you don't want to come with us. You're free to come around us as much as you want, though, because I like
will
you.
Find you.
You help me. You help me, thus I like you.
I will find you.
Does Rack say that?
No.
Uh,
No, he doesn't say that.
I will not kill you today.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Do you say that?
Wait.
What?
I will not kill you today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to help or hurt his case. She already
Right.
is a psychopath.
Right.
You got really nice skin.
Already talking about murdering somebody. And Dirge already said we might have to murder you if you're still here when we talk about this. And she's like, could I just not be here then? Like,
You can
that's a heck of a
leave.
plan.
You can leave now if you want.
She takes the invitation.
Of course she does.
Dang it.
You could have spoke up.
Yeah.
That tongue, you
Yeah,
gotta use that tongue, boss.
So far, Lantier has pretty much been the voice of reason of this group, which is crazy because, you know, he's a bastard son who blackmails people.
I mean, on the list of stuff we're done, I think that's kind of mild.
That's very mild. So,
Okay.
Dirge, who's our target?
So is there anybody else, like a lot of people around?
You guys are in the main thoroughfare of the Palace District. So this would be pretty populated as far as carriages and guards moving about, people with entourages, and there would probably be quite a few market stalls within easy viewable distance trying to sell their goods to the upper class.
Okay. He's like, so why don't we rent a room and we're there?
You got money?
Yeah, I got money. I
All
hit
right.
the bank tonight.
All right, then rent us a room and buy us a couple beers.
I'll buy more than beers.
Oh, okay.
He's so do they have? Is this like the last? Do they have rooms there, or was it just a brothel?
You can ask.
He's just stick his head in the door like, "Hey, do you have
Hey,
rooms
can
to rent?"
people stay here? Yeah, if you go back and talk to the lady who looked like she was in charge, who's Insight Bob?
That's Tim.
Oh, okay, cool. I just got a message from him on Steam. Beautiful. Anyways, yeah, if you go and talk to the lady who looks like she's in charge, she explains to you that that rooms here would cost 4 gold per person staying in it per day.
What does that come with? Or is it just the room?
It's just the room, and if you use it for more than one day, as their clientele kind of needs the space to rotate, it would
Yeah, they do.
it would cost you a little bit more.
All right, so that's I can't math. I can't math. this late
There's
night. What's
6 of you at 4 gold per day. It'd be
24.
24 gold per day, and that does not include food.
Man. Yeah, he'll pay it, and he's going to say, in about 30 minutes, and throw a hog on the roast.
30 minutes? That's how long it takes you?
No, to give them time to talk before the wine and food come.
That's how long it takes you?
What? Anyway.
She's going to say, all right, and that hog will be 20 gold. It feeds, another 24 gold, and it feeds 12 people.
Well, that's for him. I don't know what everyone else is eating.
I would prefer not to eat meat. I will partake in the bread.
And if you're wondering, you are on the aristocratic table of the food, drink, and lodging services.
I hope so for the price he's paying. Jeez.
That is at 2 gold per serving.
Okay.
There's a whole hog.
Yeah, he's gonna basically just order them a room for the night and feast and find drink and usher everybody in.
All right, yeah, you guys are able to secure a private room in the Lucky Lass.
And I'm gonna roll a perception check to make sure that private is actually private.
There, as you guys have been celebrating the night, there's been a few knocks on your door with offerings of the celebratory. I don't know if that's the right word. The services they offer here at this brothel.
The up and down motion.
Yeah, there you go.
Grax will partake.
Does
If-
Grax have
if,
the money to partake?
I was gonna say that Dirge will pay for that as well.
Dirge once killed 3 men for 8 gold. Dirge really loves you guys.
Yeah, he is. Investment.
Grax has 57 gold pieces and 114 of whatever that stuff is.
I mean,
Oh,
they're
rubies.
gonna solidify alliances.
They take both here. Yeah, but in any case, the going price is for a half hour with one of them, it is 5 gold.
Oh, that's a lot.
They are very skilled.
Is it because I'm Dragonborn?
Yes, exactly.
Dovahkiin.
Is
Like
that
I said, just put it on Dirge's tab.
okay? Put it on Dirge's tab. I'll go for an hour.
All right, 10 gold. There you go.
You gotta talk business first, though.
Grax doesn't seem to hear you.
Anyway, so I guess once everything's been settled, and he's gonna tell them who the target is once they're they're alone in the room.
Who's the target?
Which was I forget her. It was
Anadelia Surreal.
Brock's sister-in-law.
Wait, who's sister-in-law?
Brock's sister-in-law.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't know that bit of information, but you would know. I guess a history check would say if you have any general idea of her. I think Lantier is the only one from this country politically.
Yeah, I'm not.
I think Dirge is, but he's never cared about politics, so it don't really matter.
What's that? Oh yeah, Grax is from here too. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the 9, Grax really didn't pay attention to the going ons.
Nope.
He would probably describe it as like some noble broad, and then the name. And he's like, guy that I got this job from manipulates the currency around here. Could be a lot of gold tied up in this. And then he dives face first to the hog.
Wait, how much are we making off this?
I think we're establishing an alliance with this particular job.
With who?
He did get the councilman's name right, Brandon?
Kaz.
Kaz, yeah.
Councilman Kaz. K-O-Z.
And he was the one that was in charge of the currency around here?
He is on the currency
Capital?
council.
Currency council. Yeah, he'll relay that information.
I see. So this is furthering our agenda.
Quite.
What does everyone else think? Hello.
There are no NPCs there with you guys.
No, I know. I'm talking to everyone else. What does everyone else think about this?
About
Us killing this man to establish an alliance with the currency council.
do you honestly think Stormir has a problem with killing somebody?
No.
Hold on, wait. Can I just double check what's going on here? So the guy gives you the name to go kill the lady Anadelia Surreal, and you guys are discussing going to kill him now?
No, I was considering killing that lady, getting on this dude's good side,
Oh, okay.
and then you know, just going
But
from
wait.
there.
She's a woman.
Right.
Why are we killing this woman?
Because she's the target. Women bleed just like the rest.
Every month.
more often than the rest, most of the time. But
Look, gender equality, she's as good a target as anyone else. So, I mean, if he's willing to pay for it.
Lantier, do you have an issue with killing this woman?
Man, I don't do murder for hire, so I'm just gonna like watch.
I'm not gonna stop you, but I will grimace as you.
I can't stop 3 of you. Like I could probably kill one of you, but can't stop all 3 of you.
Feel that strongly about it?
Excuse you.
I have an issue with it being a woman.
I just don't do murder
What's the
for hire.
difference?
I mean, if it's self-defense or something, that's one thing. But
Well, we can wait for her to swing first then.
she's
Urge can give me a free intelligence check.
Oh boy.
It is $3.99 DC 10. You got a 50% chance to pass it.
Free 99. And he failed.
Of course.
I have an idea.
Right?
Why don't we go and talk to this woman and let her know that this councilman wants her dead? And find her take on it before we start swinging at her.
Hey, should we kill you? No, probably not.
I have an idea. And this is just throwing this out there. So this guy that hired Dirge has not seen me.
He's only ever seen me.
Yes.
Right.
So I could track this guy down and tell him that I know that he has hired assassins to kill a certain member of the government, and that if he wants his secret to be kept safe, he better pay up, or I might reveal it to, higher echelons of the government.
And then we go tell her anyway.
That's not going to get us paid.
No, but it will work on tearing down the government without us directly getting involved.
How do you know this one just won't send
What?
Send the militia after us?
After us? Not if we're helping her by telling her that someone wants her dead. Then we can start the government waging a civil war on itself, and then it'll collapse like we want it to.
Ooh, look at Justin being smart.
Look at this.
I don't think that's going to work how you think it's going to work. They're just going to send probably like 5 or 6 goons and arrest that guy and have him executed like they just executed this general.
Here's an idea. What if we make this, instead of just being one man, what if we say the council wants her dead?
I don't even know that it's
They
not.
are the Senate.
I'm just simply on this one. I'm going to allow everybody to make an intelligence check.
Okay. This sounds
And
like
this one's DC 8. This is a completely unrelated one.
Is that
Son of a
is that a
bitch.
saving throw?
Intelligence
What
check.
is this?
Well,
Intelligence.
actually,
Okay.
Grax isn't there. Or wait, no, Grax is there for talking business.
I got 2.
Yeah, so Woody would be the only one. Oh man, you guys are really into this debate. Woody would be the only one to really pick up on this. And as he's formulating this plan, it kind of pops into his mind. Wait, we need some way to prove that he did this. Do you have a contract, Dirge, or something like that? Would like
I gave him a piece of leather with the Mary Ben's insignia on it.
aha. That's how we're gonna do this.
So I found 2,000 pounds of cocaine on this guy, and I gave it to him. So you go and arrest that guy. He's got a bunch of cocaine that I found on him.
Wait.
I'm not contesting it. I'm just that's something that's going to come up later.
Wait, are we the Merry Band? Or is Dirge the Merry Band? Because I don't think I'd ever.
Technically, I remember.
Well, then.
Yeah.
But technically, the Mary Band no longer exists. It hadn't existed for a long time.
People think they don't exist.
Right. Well, yeah.
So what if we turn this into like the Merry Band? He hired the Merry Band to kill him, but there's no more Merry Band. So like it's a secret society. I don't know what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah. Well, first that all of that was in player discussion. Woody wouldn't know any of this.
Yeah.
I just have the thought of like, wait, do we have proof that this guy wants this guy hired us?
Right. I think Dirge just went out.
You there, Wesley? I think I got that issue earlier. If you want to,
Helps. If it helps. Hello.
oh, I hear you.
I was about to say. Now they would take pretty much whatever job they.
Oh no, you froze up on me again. If you want, you can close your client real quick and restart it. We can wait for you.
Like assassinations were not.
We're getting like pieces of what you're saying, Dirge.
Yeah, I'm gonna message him on Facebook. That's why we're switching to Discord. All right, he'll be back in momentarily.
Momentarily.
We lost to Jeff too.
Do we?
Man, bump
Yeah.
this stupid program.
Bump you.
Bump you too.
That's Wesley's back.
Let me add Jeff. Oh, there goes Jeff. Jeff's back.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. This
Page.
is why we're transitioning away from Google Hangouts.
Yeah. So, how much did you actually get of what I had said earlier?
Like literally the first 2 words. If it helps, I think.
If it helps, they would take assassination contracts. It was not uncommon at all. So, whether they were any good, I think at one point or another they were actually really good at it, but they, obviously declined after a period of time.
So, are we going to cause a civil war, or what's the group consensus here?
I'm down for causing the Civil War, man.
But we need proof. So,
Well, he's got the proof on him that.
I think you should go talk to this man again and get a contract written. Did you tell him your real name?
You should videotape.
Yeah, I mean,
That's called
pretty sure I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dirge did also. They pulled off a pretty good con together.
So you should go get some sort of proof here that he wants her dead. Try to leave your name out of it.
Well, let me ask you this, Brandon. How widely known would Ben have been back when it was a thing?
The Merry Band? I thought your character came from Galkin.
I don't know why accusations can't be proof.
Because this isn't the witch hunts, Taylor.
I mean,
There are countries that would hunt you for being a witch. That you could just that guy's a witch. And they'd be like, oh, shoot, we need to kill him.
I mean, there's historical evidence as to why it's plausible that could be used as proof. Just
is Dirge from Galkin, or did the Merry Band exist in Cedal?
Okay, what would have been the most war-torn area? 12 years or...
Galkin is definitely 100% war-torn. And then the next most war-torn area is Red Axe, which is on the far western coast of Cedal, which it would also make sense for the Merry Band to have existed there, as they are a seafaring people, so they travel a lot all over the continent.
The entire Galkin. Huh?
One more time?
I was just saying, I'm guessing Galkin because they just followed wars wherever they went because that's kind of how they made most of their money.
Okay. Yeah, the easiest way to I guess think of the continents are, I guess, the types of wars that would be going on is Galkin's just kind of like a massive land with a bunch of different cultures of people all mashed together in too tight of a space.
Yeah, that sounds like where they'd be just fighting for.
Okay. I imagine that that around the Clutch area, which is pretty much a lawless territory with no government.
Yeah.
I imagine they'd be pretty well known there until they kind of all started killing each other.
Yeah, well, they ran out of money. Well, I guess what I'm getting at with all this is that, they had their own mark, which is what's on the piece of leather that Dirge gave him. And if he was caught with that, would that be well enough known that he would get, that could get him some deep shit?
It would be obscure lore. So it would really depend on the Justicar or Lorekeeper inspecting, the evidence. Some people do know it.
Mm.
And some people don't.
So are we going to
it's-
chance this?
Unless someone started spreading rumors or.
There
I
are
mean-
rumors flying about the town right now. Or at least will be rumors.
I mean, going back to him and asking, "Hey, could I actually get all this in writing?" Might be pretty suspect. At least my. Yeah, can I get your name clearly signed down here?
Send somebody else to get a signature, and they'll say that they're higher up than you, that they're your boss, and that this can't go through without a signature.
Huh.
We would need someone very persuasive who is able to keep a calm head in situations. I do not volunteer.
I was about to say,
I will also not volunteer for that.
hey, Stormier did not punch Woody. Stormier can be very calm.
True facts.
I can be. You know what? I'll volunteer. I haven't done much this session, but then again, I'm like dying.
Don't die.
I'm trying not to. I don't want Justin to get my TV.
You did say I could have it.
I want to, if I had to
Right.
name this episode, I would name it The Barbarians of Diplomacy.
Can we smash it? No. What about if we smashed it that way?
So you want to try Grax's plan?
I mean, it sounds to me like we're really not.
I mean, outside of video recording, I'm not sure how we're going to get them.
What's a recording?
because apparently
To me, like we're not really.
apparently witness accusation is not a good. I mean, we use it. We still use witness accusations.
I'm going to enough time has passed and discussions passed that I'm going to allow Dirge a second intelligence check, DC 10. You guys can see Dirge kind of trying to remember something, and I will allow anybody to use the help action.
Wait.
To just help him out. Like, you can do it, Dirge. What is it?
I've got
it's
this.
that it's that thing.
I'd like to use a cantrip. That.
Wait,
I
is it
see.
guidance?
Yes.
Guidance.
Hey,
All right.
1d4 on your next skill check. You get to choose when you use once before the spell ends. Can roll. Yeah, you get to choose to add that.
But that's not a skill.
So
He's not making a skill check. He's making a flat ability score check.
Oh yeah, true.
It says
get to
one
roll.
ability check of its choice.
Oh yeah, you
Roll.
can, after making the
For-
ability check, yeah. You can roll, and then you can choose to add that if you want. Or you can say, I don't need your guidance.
So I see him struggling, and I place a hand on his shoulder, and I say,
Get to
"Let
roll.
me help you."
okay, well, let's see what I get on the roll. Maybe it'll be over a 3 or something.
Oh,
Dirge has a stunning moment of brilliance. Just like all of the trigonomic functions go through his mind. He invents calculus. He invents perspective.
He finds the
imagine a Sherlock Mind Palace moment.
Oh my god. Yes.
But
That show is too
no.
good.
on the reels though, Dirge is able to recall that as Kaz gave him the name, he was laughing in kind of a manner of, oh yeah, this is a far off thing you could probably never achieve. Perhaps another course of action would be making the target suffer, as that would probably make him happy too.
So kill her kids.
Hey, Grax is onto
Wait.
something.
Wait, we're murdering children?
Mhm.
I mean,
Why?
they could be adults. You don't know.
Does
thought
it
we could
have
just-
to be murder?
Can we just spread rumors?
That
Can
she's
we be-
gay.
Can we be shady here?
Can you spread rumors that she's gay? She's married to a woman.
Hey, just because you're married doesn't mean you're not gay.
Married to a woman. She's married to a woman.
It's a reverse beard.
Grax didn't know that. Grax didn't know.
She,
Does she have a wee wee?
go ask her, Taylor. I'm flubbergasted. You know, the best way to prove I'm not gay is to go kiss a woman so everybody can know. I ain't scared of no woman. I ain't gay.
He ain't scared of no ghost.
You know what? I'm not gonna only kiss her. I'm gonna make out with her. You know what? I'm gonna marry her. Call me gay.
All
All
right.
right. So her
What was
children.
that course of action?
Are you talking about what Dirge just thought of, or what Lumigrax suggested?
Yeah. I cut out right when you were talking about what he thought, what Dirge thought of.
Dirge got the impression that Kaz really didn't care for him killing Anadelia, and maybe has an intense dislike of her, and perhaps making her suffer would also be something that Kaz wanted that is much more doable.
So he wasn't really serious about his job, like at all.
And I suggested killing her children. But apparently, if she's in a lesbian marriage, she probably doesn't have, unless she adopted. Well, Brandon just went out.
And
Google Chrome is for the birds.
yeah.
Not Chrome, but Hangouts.
Brandon's gay.
All right. Well, good session, I guess.
He'll be back.
What?
Although Wesley Herring just left too.
Stupid buggy program. I heard you when you said I went out. I restarted it.
Did you hear me when I said you're gay?
I didn't hear that part. I can hear everything while my screen was blacked. You guys just couldn't hear me. But I'm caught up on everything except finding out I'm gay. So surprise! No, but what were you asking, Wesley?
Just that this was not a job that he actually wanted us to attempt, or it was like a joke or something.
It was the way Dirge is able to understand it is Dirge was like earnestly pushing on the offer, like, yo, just give us a name. Seriously, we'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. And
Right.
he basically gave you a name that was like, oh yeah, go kill an ancient elder dragon. Like, yeah, you got it, bruh. Where instead, if you just bring back an elder dragon scale, he'll be like, oh, whoa, good job. I didn't even know you could do that part.
So we could burn down her house.
I don't want to burn down a house.
I love group with one. All right, let's make her
Wait.
suffer arson.
Wait. I can burn down a house.
Can you?
I can.
With what? Your good berries?
No, I have produced flame. See?
Oh, that's right.
Right
I
there.
mean, it'll take a while.
Once I get to 5th level, it gets stronger.
Yeah, it does.
Not quite there yet. How about we have Lantier go in, find where she lives, put a lot of flammable things around the house, and we start it on fire.
All right, I'm additionally,
What if the house was already on fire when we got there?
I'm additionally going to allow everybody a history check for political events going on in the city.
Okay.
A history
And
check.
it is 399.
It's a nat 20 by
20.
Justin.
Whoa.
So with his ear to the ground as he was as he's been sitting in the brothel waiting, Woody would know that within the last month she was recently married off to a big noble name. A marriage that she was that both parties 70. Wait, if both parties, it would be 2 people. 1.75% of the consenting parties were super excited about it.
Say
Wait.
what?
So she got married to somebody and no one was happy about it. Is that
No,
what you said?
some people were happy about it. Particularly, she was very happy about it, and the father that married his daughter to her was also happy about it.
So nobody was happy about it. That's
Right.
So let's go off that person.
Wait, off who? The person she got married to?
The one person that was happy about it.
Wait, was
Okay.
she the only one that was happy about it? Because then we're just back to offing her.
She was happy about it, and her father-in-law was happy about it.
but not the
Oh, let's get
bride.
the father-in-law.
We could kill her father-in-law.
Let's kill the bride.
He's a man, right?
Kill the wife.
We could kill a man.
Does it have
Yeah.
to be killing?
Yeah, we could.
Kidnap the wife.
I mean, it's all or nothing
Kidnap.
with me. I don't know
Kidnap.
about the rest of the people. Hey,
I
we
mean, if
could,
we didn't kill him, then we disable him, and that'd be cruel.
what if we kidnapped him and blamed it on the councilman?
It just shows up tied
There's
on his
a
front
plan.
porch.
Leave a note.
Right, we can leave a note.
I, the councilman, did it.
We can leave a note, kidnap the father-in-law, and demand ransom. How about that?
There's your evidence.
That's the evidence we're looking for.
Screw you for not taking witness accounts.
See, Nate would have been much more willing to help out with the kidnapping than a murder. Like, oh, it's
Alright.
still terrible, but yeah, at least people aren't dying. Especially
So I
me.
say we take a long rest tonight and begin this in the morning. Everyone else, what do you say?
I agree.
Okay.
All right.
Malak's not here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna jump over to Malik.
Ransoming.
Glad to hear that we've come to a reasonable decision.
Wesley, can you type out that
Reasonable for group
response?
one.
I heard ransoming, and then you went robot on me.
Turn into freaking.
Before we leave,
Stephen Hawking.
yeah, let's see where'd that message come from. Kill the Oh, okay. JD face. Anyways, before we leave the party and switch over to Malik, Lumigrax's entertainment for the next hour comes in.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
baby, baby, baby.
you are met with a very beautiful appearing human, and she leads you into another room.
Oh yeah.
This might be the most gorgeous woman Grax has ever seen.
Oh boy.
Additionally, she has tattoos running along the backside of her shoulder, and she is nearly as tall as Grax. Yeah, you guys have your fun for the night.
Oh boy.
Anyways, we're gonna switch over to Malik.
I don't need to do any
This is a safe
that's
for work
bad.
stream, Taylor.
Well, see, here's the thing. You rolled a performance check too.
Oh yeah.
And Grax got a 3. She got a 23. So
Oh.
yeah. At this point, she's like, you just stop. It's all right. I got this. Anyways, switching over to Malik. Yeah, you head to the bay, out over what was a Constitution save? Okay. Out over the bay is this giant crystalline structure, shaped in the form of a teardrop. The way the light hits, I've explained this to you before. Well, I haven't explained it to this group though. The way the light hits it, the light seems to refract through it, casting all different colors in each different direction. Up the middle of the structure is outside the sides of the structure, running up in the same shape as the teardrop, are rings that serve as different floors, all attached to metal rods. There are areas where the crystal is opaque and you cannot see through it. There are other areas where you can clearly see into it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, Malik is here. There is a bridge leading to it. You are at the main temple for the Chantry of Unity.
Okay. Looking up towards the crystal, he will think to himself, let's hope they're as transparent with their views as they are with their decorations. And move in.
All right. It's a pretty decent walk across the bridge. Upon walking inside, the first area of the temple goes past 12 different statues. Only one of which is missing. Each statue has a small pond in front of it, with running water running into it, and an area in front of it to sit down and pray. A few of the areas are occupied by 5 or 6 people. Leading deeper into the temple, the first floor is a large open auditorium with a raised dais, presumably where somebody would preach.
Okay. I look around for somebody who looks in charge.
Okay. Let me see if the Ocular or the Eye of the Chantry would be down here. There are. You don't notice anybody that looks to have a deific status. However, you do notice there are 3 sages attending to a pool of water on the raised dais, standing around it.
I'd like to wander up to one of those guys.
All right. You're able to do so. They turn and look at you and say, "Were you in need of something? We can send for one of the sages."
I hear one of your gods resides here. I
Uh,
was told I could meet her.
they nod and say, "On first day."
I look at them and attempt to recount the days of the week. How many days until first day?
Pretty sure it's the 30th for you guys, so it'd be 10th day. It'd be the end of a week. For you guys, it'd be like Saturday.
Okay.
So tomorrow.
Oh, nice. All right, well, I guess I'll just come back then. In the meantime, can I interest you in some books?
They they're going to look at these just ruined, awful books.
I haven't showed them. I haven't showed them the books. I just want to ask them. Can I interest you in some books?
Yeah, they. The one talking to you would say, "Books on what?"
I'll pull one of them out of my backpack and say, "I'm not quite sure. I haven't read them yet."
Roll me a d6. Reroll on a wait.
D8, you mean?
Yeah, roll me a d8. Reroll on a 8.
3.
All right. That was. I actually wrote down what books you have. I gotta consult my mallet card now.
Mallet card.
You pull out a book on, or rather, I guess Malik wouldn't pay attention to what he pulls out. They look at it closely and just shake their head. And then they say, "Wait, did this come from the Chantry of Discipline?"
I look down at the book, I look back at them and say, "Yes, I'm borrowing it."
They all exchange looks and say, "It's a terrible event to lose one of those. You should return it as soon as possible."
Right. I mean, obviously. I was just wondering if you were interested in this one.
They say, "We'd be happy to take it off your hands. We'll return it to the temple it came from."
You know what? I've changed my mind. I think I want to read it first.
They nod and say, it is all's right to do so."
Okay, great. Here's another question. So your gods walk around on the earth, right?
They look and say, 2 of them do.
Okay, where are the other 2? I thought there were 4. I assume therefore you call them the 4 ascended. It'd be weird if there weren't 4.
There are 4 of them. One ascended to true godhood. One is lost to the sands of history, and the other 2, Umiya actively leads her chantry, and Soyesa actively crusades against the undead.
Okay, so there are levels of deityhood?
He says it's in the theology notes. Once you become a deity, you can just generally do what you please.
Okay, but you said the other one had ascended to true godhood, so does that mean that he's more powerful than the other 2?
He shakes his head and says he chooses not to dwell on this plane.
Okay, so he's antisocial.
One of the sages there pops his knuckle against that one's shoulder that you're talking to and says, "That's a good way to describe it." The man looks at you and then says, "Vailrear is not antisocial. He is silent."
So this one time, I sent a letter to somebody that I fancied, and I didn't get a letter back. I would later find out that she hated me in my entirety. I'll pat the man on the shoulder and then turn around and leave.
Alrighty. You notice the man who acted kind of erratically, kind of fights back a smile as the person you were talking to turns and looks at him.
My duty here is done. I would like to go find the rest of these chuckle fucks.
Alrighty. Man, would Malik even know where to look?
He would not.
All the screams.
I'm going to roll an investigation check to see if anybody has seen an unsightly group of fellows wandering around.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say Malik would know. He could probably follow the breadcrumbs at the docks.
Okay.
Then he could also try and follow the breadcrumbs in the forge ring. Then he could probably try and roll an intelligence check, as Lantier and Woody are both seem to enjoy the finer things in life. So he'd have some inclination if he could succeed on any of those.
Okay, so what am I rolling first?
Whatever you'd like. I was just saying those are three options that you could choose to look for them.
I'm going to go with an investigation check at random because Malik has no idea where anybody is at this point in time. He's just going to start looking around for a bunch of burly dudes, one of whom is a fire spawn, and another of whom is a rather girly elf that looks like he would enjoy taking it up the butt. And that's going to be an 8.
All right. Yeah, Malik does dirt awful at investigating. Where would
probably I wasn't descriptive enough about how Woody liked it. That's what it was.
Where now this is very specific though. Just because where would Malik be asking these questions at?
Probably as soon as you got across the bridge from the chantry.
Okay. There's nothing on this side of town except storehouses. There are 2 roads that lead into different areas because you are on the back side of the Palace District. Okay. There's a road that leads south west that leads to the way that that Malik came. And then there's a road that leads northeast.
On second thought, I'm going to go to the Palace District and continue my search there. That seems likely.
Okay. Yeah, you'd have trouble getting into the core of the Palace District, but asking around the outside edges, you got nothing, man.
Okay.
They describe probably about 20 people who fit that description.
What, 3 really big burly dudes, a human and a half-orc, and a fire spawn, and then accompanied by a gay elf?
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, to them, they'd be like, oh yeah, I saw a gay elf walking with a bunch of people.
Yeah, but were they big and burly?
Probably.
Wow, thanks for that incredible insight. You have expanded my worldview.
Would Malik want to try any other method of searching? There is a very small chance, or there's a very high chance Malik would be able to find the party directly if you just ask the right questions.
Okay, I'm gonna roll an intelligence check.
Oh no, I'm not saying Malik knows those questions. I'm just saying accidentally there is still an NPC out there who's been wandering around for hours asking people, "Have you seen this big gay barbarian dude?" And Malik wouldn't be able to find the party, but he'd be able to look. Oh yeah, you're not the first person to ask me that today. A little eager kid came up to me talking about making 40 gold.
Right.
Earlier.
He's just gonna head towards the Forge district then.
All right. You gonna roll another investigation check, or are you gonna?
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a thing I should do.
That's why I was saying, depending on where you go, Malik
13.
would be. Of the people here are packing up for the day. However, they did hear. There was a man asking early. There were actually two people asking around earlier about this, saying to contact them near the brothel inside the Palace District if they found the man. And that's general information you'd glean just from the edge of the Forge District, just asking any of the blacksmiths who are leaving for the day. Did you hear me?
Not quite.
Okay. Yeah, so general information you glean is that there was a kid, there were two actually earlier asking similar information and saying if they found the man you're looking for to point them towards the brothel inside the entrance to the Palace District.
Okay, I'll go there.
All right. Yeah, you. I'm not gonna make Malik roll an intelligence check to find the brothel because even though Malik's incredibly stupid, people around would generally be able to point him there. But yeah, Malik arrives at the Lucky Lass considerably late, hours after the rest of the party. There is the innkeeper whose name is Taek.
Okay.
Yeah, and she'd be able, if Malik asked her, she'd say, "Oh, yes, your friends are here."
Right.
And the room
Where?
was paid by the large fellow, and she'll lead you to the room.
Okay. As we're going, I say, which large fellow? You'd have to be more specific. There's 3 of them.
She'd lean in and say, "The Milsarai."
I'll blink a couple of times.
She'll say, "Pale green skin."
Oh, yes,
the
the
teeth.
monstrous one. Right.
And yeah.
They're just triggered.
He's really quite nice once you get to know him.
She nods and says, "I don't ever judge any of my clientele."
Lies.
I mean, it would be pretty easy to judge us, but all the same.
She says, "We made quite a profit at the gambling table today, and as such, she's spending it in a manner that I see fit, and I'd be happy to welcome him back."
Here. He's spending
As
it
Dirge, yeah, Dirge has spent 48 gold here today, on top of the 60 he almost lost earlier.
Orcs are good for business.
Yeah, they are. And he hasn't started any fights. Dirge is like a model customer for a brothel.
Okay. And
I'm sorry, Dirge spent 58 gold because he got Grax some entertainment.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Me and Greg's buddies.
So, we go to this room that they're apparently staying in, and we get there and it's empty. Yeah.
No. The party would be there. The
Okay.
only one
The
not there
party's
would
always
be
here.
Grax. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, they're probably the bones of a hog sitting on the table and, like, just Dirge, like, hovering over it.
No.
I don't know if he'd be defending the bones or what.
He's like, here, I saved you the ears.
I'll give a thumbs up and say, "Great. What are we doing?"
Ransom.
Okay. I take off my backpack and unload the books and say, "I took these. I don't know why."
Birch picks
It
up
was a
one of the books.
it was a religious institution, and I panicked.
Picks up one
Roll
of the
me a
books, too.
D8, reroll on a 7.
All right, let's see. Five.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! Dirge picks up a book. It is a series of love letters between not two estranged lovers, but between two lovers who found each other on the road and started traveling together.
Twilight series.
That book rolled a 7 on the D percentiles.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a thing.
He's going to be a sit down like, I can't read.
I wish I could read.
So actually, Dirge knows none of that information.
He starts chewing on the book because he doesn't know what else to do with it.
Malik initially feels this instinctual need to interrupt him, but then remembering where he got the books from, does not.
Tastes like shit.
I nod and say, "Sounds about right." As I said,
Starts
I got them from a religious institution. I would expect no less.
Starts gnawing on the bones.
Excellent choice, my friend.
Marrow.
Does anybody else read through the stack of books or do anything with them?
I'm asleep.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna sleep. Get that long rest in.
Yeah.
I'll go through the books.
They're just gonna suck the brains out of the pig's skull.
There are 7 of them in total.
Brains?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's 7 brains inside each book. The first book is on a person's individual experience into animal husbandry.
Animal?
Yes.
I'm
The second
sad
book,
I'm not awake.
goat specifically.
Jokes.
The second book is about how much a man wanted to make love to a goat. It's called the Woody Tale. No. The second book is also inconsequential. The third book is a cooking book about recorded recipes that somebody discovered as they were traveling the land and collecting these various recipes.
Keep that one.
The fourth book is a travel log of a Sagite within the Chantry of Unity.
I don't take kindly to that kind of language, Brandon.
A Sagite in this world would be the equivalent of a neophyte to any other religion, just basically someone learning the religion.
Use these big words.
It is actually a rank in the church. This one in particular, just from flipping on to the first cover and reading the dedication, this person was in service. This person actually traveled with Soyesa and her guard. The seventh one, or the sixth one, is a set of love letters, and the seventh one is inconsequential, and I didn't write down a name for it.
Write down mauled by orc.
The seventh one is a book about a man who got mauled by orcs and narrowly escaped. Exclaiming that glory is awesome, but living's a little bit better. This would kind of be a heretic or a book of heresy, or a little heretical in this faith. Nonetheless, it was contributed and still held.
Libraries these days.
Yeah, Malik managed to snag one gem from there, so he did aight.
For grabbing things entirely at random, I did pretty good.
I rolled you a percentage die for each book you took, and I was like, oh, 5, 4, 49, 95, 7, 8. This is literally just all the garbage plus one good thing. Pretty much how life goes.
So what would have happened if you'd rolled it 100%?
Probably would have picked up a lich's phylactery hidden there or something. I don't know.
Rip Malik. The Necronomicon Volume 1. But no, I can regale Malik on what our current plan is.
Enlighten me.
Seeing as I was cutting in and out really bad during that period, we did decide to ransom that Brock's dad, right?
Anna Delia's wife.
Oh, Brock's sister.
Yes.
No. Wait, what?
So the consensus was to make her suffer, and Grax had suggested killing, and then Grax toned it down to kidnapping.
So we're kidnapping not Brock's sister?
You're not kidnapping Anadelia, unless you guys want to do that. You can. It is your plan. The general consensus, though, as I understood it, was to kidnap. Her wife.
Okay,
You
no,
guys.
let's
Hey, there you go. I mean, if you kidnap the person you're trying to ransom the other person to... Never mind. Okay. I'm not going to think it through. You guys can do it. Go ahead.
No. Hear me out here. We kidnap both of them, and then we can ransom 2 people.
One to the other.
No.
I'm not even questioning
so,
your guys' logic.
Okay, so one of them, right, is Lord Renalpaul's daughter, right?
Yes.
First, we ransom
This is information
her.
Woody knew.
Then, we ransom the wife to her, and or the dad, whoever she matters more to. I would imagine that she would matter more to her wife, but also every single custom that I've discovered about this country confuses the ever-loving shit out of me. So, I don't pretend to understand what motivations anybody has.
Why would we just kidnap Brock? Just cut to the chase.
I mean, we could kidnap him too. Ransom him to his dad too.
I mean, you guys probably wouldn't even know who Brock is.
Fair.
Let's capture the dad and ransom him back to himself.
You want to pay 100,000 gold to save yourself? Sure, it seems fair.
I mean, ransom. Yeah, I mean, I think we could, provided we can actually hold on to her, and it's not another mine incident.
Hey, that plan was brilliant and had no chance of failure.
Yes. Until it failed.
Yes, but due to extenuating circumstances that nobody could have predicted.
Half-Orc walks up. You do know you can't
Ben
hold
not
this,
showing up.
I mean, how are we supposed to know
No,
that?
the problem was the party not helping Stormir.
How are we supposed to know that Kyrus would be there? Also, that guy's a fucking asshole. Let's find him and kill him.
Well, I'm asleep. I can't put this.
Let's ransom him to Brock's dad.
Yeah. Although, you know what? I think we should start working on that ransom list before it just includes everything on the continent. It really feels like where it's going right now. And I
We
think
end up ransoming each other to ourselves.
So, since you guys have been in Elena's service, I've just been rolling a d12 to determine when she scries on you guys. So happy it's not now. She scried on you guys earlier today already. Because now she'd be like, what? These idiots!
Yeah, last time
I hired these jokers.
She'd be
Last
like
time she
watching
tried
an
that short
episode of Dora the Explorer, and Dora's like, "Where'd Swiper go?" She's like, "He's right there! He's right there! Where's Swiper? He's right there!"
I love how you just compared Group 1 to a children's show.
With more dicks.
Is it wrong?
He's not incorrect.
All right, so as I understand it now, the plan is to find Kyrus and ransom him to Lord Renalpaw.
No. The plan is to find him and kill him, but also, whoever we come into contact first, either Kyrus or Adelia or her wife, we kidnap them.
Okay. Well, I'm
If
asleep.
it's
I can't.
Kyrus, we kill him. If it's any of the other ones, we just ransom them.
Yeah, let's go kill this Kyrus fella. I like the idea. Just forget the city.
All
On
right.
the downside, finding and killing Kyrus is a lot less profitable than ransoming ladies. Like, for some reason, on this continent, people just value women, like, so much more.
He
Like, I don't get it.
He is a turncoat. There could be a penny to finding him.
Brandon, shh. I'm
Yeah, but that
launching.
would be a good act. We're not into that.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Okay, but so, like, here on this continent, they just have this weird system of value where if you have lady parts, you're just automatically more valuable than dudes. Like, evidenced by the fact that they just send random dudes that may or may not even be allied with their military's active objectives off into war to die for a cause, right? Like
Yeah,
that-
and they're prostitutes of 5 gold for 30 minutes.
Well, hold on.
Granted, I didn't have to pay for that.
Taylor, she
What you
rocked
complaining
your
about?
world. Hold on, I'm gonna send you this NPC's character sheet.
I feel like
Are you
that's
telling me-
not the point that I was trying to make. Anyway, isn't that right, Stormir? We just showed up out of nowhere, and the military here was like, "Yeah, we'll employ you schmucks."
Basically.
I
Yeah.
feel like Stormer would be like, what?
Yeah, that's basically Stormy. He's just like, the whole time. He didn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah, we just showed up out of nowhere, and they were like, "Yeah, you're good enough," and then they sent us off to die, or they would have if we had actually made it to the battlefield.
Now that you mention it, that's actually Dirge's experience as well. They pretty much hired a bunch of guys from his outfit and just pretty much lined them up on the front line. It's like, yeah, you survive.
You know what?
You get
I
paid.
figured it out. The reason that we're not more successful, we're not women.
Possibly.
Tits, man.
So are we sleeping
Woody.
or
Woody,
I'm
you're
asleep.
close enough to a woman, right?
I'm asleep? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sleep.
In that case, I look at Woody and I say, you know what? I think he's got the right idea. I am pretty tired.
Sleep. Sleep amongst the ham bones.
If you say so. I curl up on the table.
Ooh, it's a thing.
Long rest.
All right. Would you guys be cool with ending it there for tonight? And we'll pick up on first day with you guys trying to go after one of your 3 targets.
Seems fine.
I'm
cool with that.
The other.
So we successfully walked about 25 feet this session.
I mean, you guys almost had a really decisive plan. And then Malik was
And
like,
then I
hold
derailed
up. This makes way too much sense.
So, on that note, what are we actually doing? I mean, honestly. Are we going after this Curious guy?
Well, before we end tonight, I'll read you guys Elena's list that she gave you again.
Okay.
She said there is a competing cult that needs to be taken care of that she told you guys to fan the fires of, called the Hearts of Ember. She said she needed a white metal for crafting the weapon that's very hard to get, called Valpier, and it's been disappearing lately. She said she needed 5 smith apprentices to help out Malik with crafting the weapon. And she also said she needed a specific, or to capture a specific type of monster, that she did not tell you guys the name of it. But yeah, those were the 4 things she had listed that she needed taken care of.
Let's just take care of this cult thing first. That sounds fun. Screwing Torque over.
Yeah, well, you guys would be trying to solve it for very different reasons. However, Elena's suggestion was to aid the cult and let them blow up on themselves.
Sounds fun.
In any case, she just said basically get them out of the way. Going and killing a bunch of them could work, but you know, zealots and martyrs and all that.
So we just humiliate them out of existence.
Yeah, that would probably work.
Sounds fun.
Anyways, you guys did happen to advance that quest line tonight, not intentionally. But
Never.
yeah, you guys got a book, actually specifically relating to that quest line. Thanks to Malik just being like, "Hey, can I steal this stuff?" And Nerenius like, sure.
Hey.
Yeah, but I'm going to give a just a pretty flat session. I'm going to give 250 EXP to everybody, and then another 500 for advancing that part of the quest line, and then I'll give 100 EXP for I'll give 50 EXP for almost forming a plan.
So 900.
Yeah.
So I'm level 5 now.
Is it 900?
Level 5.
Okay, so I got 250 and then 500. Did I miss something?
Yeah, plus another 150.
What?
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not crazy. 250 for the session, 500 for the Hearts of Ember quest line.
750.
Yeah, and then 50 for almost forming a plan.
So 800.
Yeah, 800.
That would be 700.
You said 500, and then 250, which is 750, plus 100 and another 50, which is 900.
No, I changed that 100 to 50 instead.
Oh, so it'd be 850 then. No, it'd be
No,
800. Okay, I see what you're talking about. It's 800. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, 800.
Yeah, otherwise, pretty good session. Just not a lot happened.
I feel like that's going to change really quick.
Well, Grax got laid, so.
Grex did indeed get laid.
Can somebody link me the handbook real quick?
It should be on the drive. I should have a link that you can just download from. I'll send it in the Facebook group. Oh, hey, let me end the broadcast. Thank you, everybody who watched. Good session. Group 1, that is Group 1's last meeting date for May. Date is on the 5th.
Oh, wow. We're just
yeah.
We've been going for 6 months now.
Hey,
yeah, we have.
we-
I'm thinking there might be a large session. Maybe I'm thinking sometime very, very soon. All the groups are touching real close. So if everybody can consider leaving Saturday the 3rd open, you don't have to bend your back not making plans for it, but we may have a bonus session Saturday night.
Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I would really love to make that, but that's Pathfinder not either. I'm going to be running something.
Yeah, that is, isn't
or
it?
my brother's going to be running something.
I work until 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
It
and
should be good for an evening session, but I may or may not be working by then.
Okay. I may look to do it on your guys' next session, perhaps having a gigantic session on the 5th. We'll see. We'll talk about it in the thing.
Can we try to at least test something on Discord here really soon?
Yeah.
See if it'll work?
Next month we're doing Discord. We should be able to do it easily because I know how to set up my stream to just record the audio on my computer. So that it'd be a pretty easy transition. The only thing I have to redo is basically how YouTube puts up the videos with the description and everything. It shouldn't be too hard. Otherwise, yeah, good stuff. I'm ending the broadcast.